Hi guys, it's still January, so I've got a really healthy, tasty dish for you. It's Thai steamed salmon with vegetables and coconut rice, and it was so good. It might look like a bit of a disaster, everything thrown on top of each other, but it was so good and so healthy with almost no added fat. Start off with a baking sheet and cover that with a good wide sheet of tin foil. It has to be good and wide because this is going to make a parcel that you're going to steam all your salmon and vegetables in. Now for the salmon, I'm using 2 pounds or about 1 kilogram of boneless salmon. Next, take 4 good garlic cloves, slice them up really finely and lay them all over the top of the salmon. Take 4 spring onions, chop them up and scatter them over the top of the salmon, as well as this piece of ginger. Chop it up into fine matchsticks and scatter it over the top as well. Next, I took 2 red bird's eye chilies from the freezer, chopped them up finely and scattered them over the top. I keep these in the freezer because there's too many in the packet to use for one recipe, and they stay really fresh and nice and easy to use from the freezer. Then I took 6 chestnut mushrooms, cut them into quarters and scattered them over the top as well. Then a good chunk of broccoli that I cut into florets and cut each floret into quarters and scattered that over the top as well so that it'll cook easier. Next, I added this lime that I sliced up nice and fine just to give it that tangy, acidic hit. Then I drizzled the whole thing with about 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce and also about 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. Now you wrap all this up and really crumple up the sides of the tin foil so that no steam or liquid can escape at all. You want all the steam to stay in there because it's that cooks the salmon and all the vegetables, and it'll give it a really nice flavour and be really healthy. Now you can just set it aside until later. Then measure out 500 grams of white basmati rice, pour it into a sieve and put the sieve under a flowing tap and rinse it so that the water that runs out is clean and clear. Then put the washed rice back into the bowl and top your bowl up with a lot of cold water and let it soak for half an hour. While that's soaking, make up the liquid you're going to boil the water in. That's 250 millilitres of water plus 300 millilitres of coconut milk. Next, take a saucepan you're going to cook your rice in and add 1.5 tablespoons of coconut oil, a 10 centimetre cinnamon stick, 6 bruised cardamom pods, and a teaspoon of salt. As that comes to a gentle simmer, take your salmon and stick it into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for a half an hour. Now add your soaked and strained rice into your hot coconut oil infused with all those spices and give it a good stir so that all the rice is slicked with the oil. Now add your water and coconut milk mixture, stir it all up and bring it to the boil. Once this is boiling, turn the heat down to the lowest possible heat, clamp the lid on and leave it for 12 minutes. As the rice and salmon are cooking, I'm going to take this good bunch of baby corns, split down the middle and just boil them for a few minutes before I'm going to add this good mug of frozen peas that just need to be heated through. Once they're cooked, I'm now going to take them off the heat and strain them and set them aside for later. After 12 minutes, the rice should be cooked, and fork it through so that it's nice and fluffy. And you can go ahead and remove that cinnamon stick and add your strained vegetables and stir all to combine. To serve up, I then just took this really wide serving platter, laid the rice on top of it and fluffed it up with a fork. Then I took the salmon out of the oven and laid the tinfoil parcel on top of the rice before unfolding it and tearing away the tinfoil. Be careful here because it's going to have a lot of hot steam inside in it and liquid as well that'll seep down into the rice and give that extra flavour. And that's it. It was just so nice and tasty and healthy as well. It mightn't look like the prettiest thing ever, but you saw what went into it. It was nothing but fish and really fresh vegetables. The only added fat that I used was a little bit of coconut oil, which is really healthy in itself. You could make this even more healthy by using brown rice, but you're going to have to adjust the times though because brown rice takes an awful lot more time to cook. I do hope you try it though because it's really good for anyone who's watching their weight, who's trying to slim down after Christmas, or just anyone who really likes those Thai flavours. Thanks again for watching guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, click the like button and the subscribe button below. Find me on social media, all my links are in the description below, as is the link to my blog where you'll find the full recipe at www.bookiecook.org.